now with Bataan. He loves playing here. He likes where he's at, and he loves the community of here in Bataan.
Tingnan natin yung last play. There, Kusari trips Gabawan. And then Javier goes on over to maybe introduce himself a bit. And then verbal altercation there between the two. Larry Rodriguez trying to tell him off.
Tingin ko nagkakakwentuhan lang na try nyo sa Kamaya Coast, maganda rin. Hindi ako kayo nakakapunta.
Ako di pa nakakapunta. Gusto ko rin itry.
Ako rin. Promise.
Baka naman. Our referees reviewing that last sequence, trying to see what violations to met out. Chris Javier and Jamil Gabawan huddling up his five on the floor together with Coach Ogie Gumatay. There you see Larry Rodriguez, former Mpbl champion with San Juan. They spent the past 2 years with Gensan. Coach Elvis Tolentino taking over the reins of this franchise last year.
Nagpapadala lang siguro ng mensahe.
Coach Goody Ilagan, head coach of the Bataan Risers. He has very lofty expectations for this squad this year.
Right. And, you know, bringing in Coach Ogie Gumatay, it helps to continue it.
Between number 27, Amar Kusari, and number 27, Chris Javier, both for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Was it a warning or an unsportsmanlike foul on both?
It's unsportsmanlike on both.
Alright, so it's a double unsportsmanlike foul on both Kusari and Chris Javier. I love that both players apologize to each other before we resume play here.
I agree. I just love that very competitive guys understanding the situation.
Quick slip there by Javier. Gabawan receives the pass. Jamil misses everything.
At some point, he's got to make that shot. I mean, they're trying to help off of you, and so you have to make them pay.
14-11, tatlo ang lamang ng Warriors. Approaching the halfway point of this first quarter. Rodriguez on top. Cruz receives the handoff. Larry gets it back. They try to go to Kusari. There's another foul. And that's going to be the fourth team foul of Bataan here in the first.
Well, Sason right there tried to be the rotationary defender, the recovery guy after they got bit on that show by Larry Rodriguez. But, you know, he touched him. He got called for that foul.
Coach Goody Ilagan and Coach Ogie Gumatay will send in Carl Bringas on the next dead ball. Heruta over Robbie Darang.
That's an advantage. Alam naman natin to si Heruta, never shies away from any contact, not even on a post-up. And so he's gonna be willing to take that situation.
Darang goes downhill, trying to finish with the right hand, one short. Kusari with the board. Quickly they go to Aaron. Heruta on the floater gets hit on the shot.
2. That should be number 2 on Chris. No, Chris is too valuable. I think he's gonna go out. He's gonna get replaced.
3 guys coming off the bench para sa Bataan Risers. Aside from Carl Bringas, Renz Capulong and Hubert Cani will also be seeing action for the first time in this game para sa Bataan.
Capulong was pretty solid in that game also. You know, he gave a lot of challenges as well to the bigs of Pangasinan.
Had 6 points in that game against the Heat Waves. Played almost 17 minutes on the floor para sa Risers.
But he's gotta learn to defend without fouling, because in that game he had 4 personals. And so, you know, understanding that your main big man Chris Javier has got to, you gotta nurse your fouls now if you're Capulong.
Heruta now with 6 points in the game, helping Gensan to the 7-point lead. Bringas tried to pass it off to Capulong, who was not looking. Capulong has 7 on the shot clock, but still able to manufacture No, it wasn't a foul. It was a travel.
It's travel, right? And so a couple of sequences where Kapulong really got confused by how things were gonna go. And so you gotta forget about that and stay focused in this game.
Kapulong helps on over to challenge that
Wow.
shot by Mark Cruz. But certainly no problem for the Ant-Man. Mark Cruz with a big smile on his face. His team is up by 10 points to win. Take a look at this. Heruta delivering that pass. Kapulong was right there,
right.
but Cruz doesn't really need a lot of space.
But they know that defense is gonna come in late because Mark was pretty much drawn underneath, and so no way Kapulong's gonna get there.
We'll be right back.
Para sa 100% pag-unad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas. 50 tayo, 50 si MD, hati mo si Manny.
Back at the Bataan People's Center in Balanga, Bataan for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesames. I got to talk to Coach Elvis Tolentino, and with this, we discussed how he appreciates his infusion of his new guys in Heruta and BU into his lineup. Heruta, obviously a team player who maximizes the performances of Val Acuña and the Ant-Man Mark Cruz. Coach Elvis calls him the little big boy of the team. Liu, alam naman natin, talagang makulit din sa depensa. Very useful as well. Generally, Coach Elvis is at a stage of activating yung spark plugs niya. Larry, Mark, Val, Kyle, and these new additions have been complementing well. So far, Mark is sparked and Larry is super sparked. Have you, Coach Mike?
Maraming salamat, Mika. Well, how do you think of this? What do you think of this new lineup para sa Gensan Warriors this season, Coach Mike?
Well, I like that they retained certain core players and infusing just like how Quezon did it. But there are fewer players that's been infused here. Mika already mentioned it. Joel Liu, Heruta, and the rest of the guys. And I guess it helps a lot in the quicker adjustment in terms of chemistry because there's very few new pieces that you put in. Hubert Cani also another one naman para dito sa Bataan as a new guy.
Carl Bringas failing to finish on the break there. Could have chopped down the lead to 4. Now he's on defense against Larry Rodriguez. And Larry Rodriguez takes him to school.
Right. And so far, Larry is winning the matchups of the bigs. And going back to what Mika said about Joel Liu, I understand about the defense. Pero yung kulit, I leave it up to you to explain.
He's always had that ever since.
Yeah.
Hindi mo naman matatawaran yan. But what you like about it is the way that he's evolved as a player, not
Right.
just as a defensive threat, but also as a guy who can contribute offensively.
Yep. Hard-nosed defender. That's what you get out of Joel Lee. I mean, you got to score on the other end, on your opponent that you want to control, especially kung guard position or wing. He's gonna take on it.
Renz Kapulong is at the line. This free throw brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. There is si Goody Ilagan, head coach of the Bataan Risers.
He appears to be calmer now.
Oh yeah.
At least for the 2 games that we've seen him. And I guess the confidence is coming from I finally got the piece that I need for my team.
And this is his 2nd season at the helm.
Right.
So, more or less, medyo alam niya na kung ano yung mga gagawin niya when he's on that side.
That's right. May familiarity na eh, no?
Bring us
Ooh.
at the great baseline inbounds call from Hubert Cani.
And they're really testing that defense of Kosari as well underneath.
Cross screen from Kapulong, freeing up Carl Bringas, and Bringas finishing through the contact.
That's why it's important you don't get screened. Because if you do, you're opening up on other guys. You gotta make yourself a little bit smaller, try to go into that gap, or maybe go under and meet in the other side.
Oh, here's another new guy for Coach Elvis. Well, not a new guy that's playing under him, but a new guy on the squad, Gama Evangelista, checking into the game for the first time. Tonton Bringas is also there. as well as Eloy Tan and Joel Liu. Diyan na rin si Marwin Janiso. Janiso forward to bring us. Eloy Tan will organize here for the Warriors.
Eloy Tan is a perfect fit for this team. He's definitely a three-point shooter.
Janiso back to Liu. Bringas won't go for the shot. This time he does.
Looks good.
A looper by Tonton Bringas.
Gustong-gusto ko yung tira na yan ni Tonton eh. Yung short-range, high-looping shot. It always looks like it's gonna fall in.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Hubert Cani against the very pesky Eloy Tan.
Kapulong is gonna get in trouble if he continues with that kind of activity against Bringas.
Kapulong fakes out Bringas and able to draw a foul.
Buti nga kanina hindi sila tinatawagan doon sa action sa baba. No? Well, some things I guess this season they're letting go. But you have to remember, he had 4 fouls the previous game. And so again, if you're John, you got to be careful because your main man, Chris Javier's already got 2. And you're just in the first quarter.
JL Kapulong at the line for 2 shots. His team down by 7. Continues to struggle from there.
Yeah. He had 4 rebounds and 3 assists last game.
Kapulong has yet to make a free throw in this game. 0 out of 3 from the charity stripe. That's his first.
Yep.
25-19.
Pero lakas rin ng katawan ni Kapulong. Hindi mo rin basta magigiba sa loob eh. No?
Tight pass inside to Evangelista. Stolen by the Risers. 4-on-2 break. Bringas once again from Hubert Cani. That's great clap down defense by the Warriors.
Was that Eloy Tan who went up and defended against it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Ibang klase rin yung depensa. Side
Cani
fist.
is on Eloy Tan. Liu tried to break away from the defense of Jeff Santos. Eloy Tan will take it for himself. That's an air ball.
Yeah, everything developed too late in that offensive sequence. They were trying to run a stagger on one end to misdirect post-up action on the mid-post on the ball side. Since none of those opportunities happened, Eloy Tan had to take it.
Von Tambeling checking in the game for the first time for Coach Elvis Tolentino. He replaces Kiama Evangelista. The Risers down by 6. Cani with the offensive foul.
Well, that was hard on the chin of Eloy Tan.
I think on the nose.
Is it on? Oh yeah, he's holding onto his nose.
He's gonna shake it off. Under a minute to play here in the first. Von Tambeling. Down to Tonton Bringas.
Yeah, they love this matchup right here.
Bringas, subukan urungin. Ito si JL Kapulong and forces a travel on him. Ito si John Lawrence Kapulong.
Right. Well, it's because Bringas tried to come in and help defensively. And so there were 2 guys already. Couldn't get enough footwork to try and extricate himself. That help right there by Bringas forced him into that travel.
So Bringas, forcing Bringas into that walk.
That's right.
Kapulong hands it off to Cani.
Roll.
Cani still has it. He takes the 3. That was well
man.
challenged. Hubert Cani, certainly no problem para sa kanya.
How many times as a Tamaraw have you seen that?
25-22. 5 seconds to go. Jonicio breaks away from the D. Wow, what a finish. Both squads exchanging haymakers sa dulo ng ating first quarter.
And the thing is, they were doing it at a really good clip from the field. 53% shooting for Bataan, 60% para dito sa Gensan Warriors. And I told you, this is going to be a lot of back and forth. A little bit of physicality too.
Larry Rodriguez starting off things para sa Gensan. Robbie Darang also had a basket in that first quarter. Jamil Gabawan starting off this game on a high note. Had a couple of good passes.
Yeah.
Also had a 3-point play opportunity. Mark Cruz was the one who put the first points on the board in this game, and he's the one leading the Gensan Warriors 8 points in this game para sa kanya. His team up by 5, 27-22.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 tayo, 50 si MB. Hati mo si Manny.
Nagbabalik ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. You can watch us on our Facebook and YouTube channels as well as on Solar Sports every Monday, Thursdays, and Saturday beginning at 6 o'clock p.m. We're live from the Bataan People's Center in Balanga, Bataan, venue for your 2023 Mpbl All-Star. This is the home opener of the Risers going up against the Gensan Warriors. Good-sized crowd for a Monday night.
Agree. I guess the hometown fans are really waiting for them to come back and play here.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've held games here at the Bataan People's Center. JL Capulong going reverse there. He misses. Mitchell Minus had bad intentions on the putback.
Yeah. I feel he's been wanting to do that since that Pangasinan game because that was a tough game to be playing in the paint area because of the presence of the Pangasinan bigs. And right now, really just trying to get some energy here if you're Mitchell.
Capulong will go to the line for 2 shots. Let's go to Ms. Mika Abisamis for a report.
The coaches of Bataan were not completely disappointed with their loss to Pangasinan. They believe that they played a good 3.5 quarters. They take solace and pride at the fact that they were a younger team with less experience. Although, some guys could not deny the fact that they were starstruck by the muscle man, one of which is Renz Capulong. Sabi niya, di pa rin maiiwasan grabe yung footwork tsaka yung post moves. So today, they go against another almost veteran-laden team with more confidence. Happy Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Well, you could certainly see it on their faces right now. They're more locked in.
Agree. Kasi even if you look at the numbers, yung sinabi ni Mika na yan is really what the story is. They shot well from the field. It's just that, I guess, the starstruck nga. But at least now, they understand that situation and though hindi na sila natatakot.
Si Von Tambeling di natakot na mag-attempt galing sa labas. Scores on a 3 there, makes it 30-24.
And then immediately Bataan is trying to exploit that matchup underneath with Tambeling. And they know Mitchell Minus is so much stronger of a player inside.
This 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Late on the closeout there was Mitchell Minus.
Gusto ko dun is yung kumpiyansa ni Tambeling na catch and shoot. If you're gonna take the shot from that range, might as well take it confidently.
Joel Liu has 2 men in front of him, but it doesn't bother him one bit.
Did we talk about defense being Joel Liu? Mind you, open floor basketball, he's quick to run and claim those open spots as well.
He's always been one of the more faster players here in the league. Jeff Santos could have hit from the corner. Eloy Tan could not handle the rebound.
Alam na niya, frustrated siya kasi missed shots, they always treat like turnover. So you gotta run off turnovers. A little grab and go action.
Kani will inbound from the baseline. Rafi Octobre has checked in for the first time. Octobre has a speed advantage against Bringas. He'll settle for the jumper, in and out.
I would have told him to take that shot too kasi alam mong range niya yun.
Joniso. On to Tambeling. This time he puts the ball on the deck. Tambeling attacking the basket.
Tambeling sending a message here. You're gonna exploit me on the other end thinking you're stronger than me on the post? Well, defend against me on the wing.
5 points in the game off the bench para kay Von Tambeling. Hubert Cani is short on the jumper. The pitch out.
Man.
Joniso gets the pass. And look who delivered it. Von Tambeling.
I'm telling you, those 3 quick sequences, when you involve tumbling that man right there, you're getting a good quality guy out of the bench if you're Gensan Warriors.
Home run pass coming from Von Tambeling, finding Marwin Jonicio on the break. Look at it again. And this is now a Baker's dozen lead. Jonicio helping the Warriors to this 12-point advantage, 36-24.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Hati mo, si Manny!
Nagbabalik ang inyong Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. We are live from the Bataan People's Center in Balanga, Bataan on this Monday evening for the home opener of your Bataan Risers. They go up against the Gensan Warriors, but currently the Risers down by 12 points. Minus, naiwan ang kanyang bantay. Rinul Yambing in the game for the first time. He's fouled there by Joel Liu, and Joel Liu vehemently denying that foul call on him.
Alam mo, it's a good thing that they set up Rin William Bing very early in this game once they inserted him. Because you know you're gonna get a lot, especially out of that range. He was sensational when he played for, was it QC last year? He was really good, and so you want that same version of Rin Will to be available here for the Risers.
Coach Elvis Tolentino will challenge that last foul call, and Joel Liu will be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There's no foul, resulting to
Successful
a jump
challenge
ball.
for Coach Elvis Tolentino with the Gensan Warriors.
And I guess rightfully so, because he was trying to avoid getting into the landing spot. See, he went on the right side of Rin Will. Didn't go straight at him.
So it's going to be Gensan basketball. But still so much time remaining here in the first half. 7:40 to be exact. The Warriors up by 12. Eloy Tan gets it on over to Joel Liu. Liu will go for the three.
Oh, wow!
Nothing but bottom for Joel Liu.
What a shot by Joel Liu. I think he's gonna send you a message tomorrow.
Making it a 15-point lead. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Yambing at the corner. This time he'll go for another three. That one's overshot the mark.
And so far, seems like Joel Liu's got that number on that matchup with Rinwell.
Bringas against Alex Ramos. Eloy Tan on the floor. Ramirez puts him up. Tambeling goes for three. That one's short.
Well, one thing that Bataan's done real good is to defend against that back pick to a shuffle cut by the bigs. They've never been able to do that.
Not really the prettiest looking of shots, but still 3 points down the drain right there para kay Joel Liu.
Is that a new thing here? Putting when you make a three?
I don't really know.
Because I saw that in JC also last game. I don't know about that.
Jamil Gabawan back in the game for the Risers. They hand it off to Yambing. Back to Jamil. Gabawan out to
There
Darak.
you go.
Shots not falling here in the second quarter for Bataan. Cruz into the lane, kicks it out. Liu goes left, stopped in his tracks by Darang. Tolentino gets fouled. It's gonna be a foul laban kay Alex Ramos.
It's tough to be defending against Kyle Tolentino as he rises up to the corner from the dribble handoff on the left side of the floor. Give him that middle lane. He can either shoot you with a three or do a dribble penetrate attack down the middle.
I think they're gonna review this, trying to see if it was in the act of
In the
shooting.
act, right?
And yes, it is gonna be 2 free throws para kay Kyle
Two free
Tolentino.
throws, right? So even Coach Boying Deloy is up there.
Tolentino missing on the first free throw. This crowd inside the Bataan People's Center, they're not very happy with the things that have been happening here in the second quarter.
Right.
1 out of 2 para kay Kyle Tolentino. Ramirez and company trying to get this crowd alive. Ramirez breaks away
Yeah.
from the defense.
That's his favorite side of the floor. Post with a left-hand finish.
40-26. Balik na si Heruta, pati si Rodriguez para kay Coach Elvis. Tolentino off the pin down. Tolentino spins middle, gets bumped by Robbie Darang.
I love that action. They've never got into the post in that rip screen and that shuffle cut by the big, eventually ending up with the screener rising up for the three. But I love the activity.
Tolentino back at the free throw line.
Oh,
Missing again on the first try.
he was actually 3 out of 3 in their game against Sarangani.
At 11 points. That was 3 out of 10 from the field. We'd like to thank LGR, the official Mpbl. Tolentino knocks down the second. 4 points in the game para kay Tolentino. 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. Darang had the controls here for Bataan. Quick slip by Alex Ramos. Gabawan on the drive. Hang time move. Gabawan gets the bounce. Forward pass to Tolentino. Yambing is left behind. Alex Ramos gets ball, but also a little of the wrist of Kyle Tolentino.
And Kyle Tolentino now has gotten the green signal to go ahead and attack. Every time you got an advantage, go take it, because he's bigger than the other guards. He's faster than the other bigs, so you gotta exploit that.
Coach Elvis Tolentino will take a timeout. There's still 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the first half. His team up by 13 points.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo, 50 si MB. Hati mo, si Manny.
Kyle Tolentino, although he did have 11 points against Sarangani, we mentioned already he shot 3 out of 10 from the field, couple of rebounds, couple assists, couple of steals, but those 8 points coming in the fourth quarter, Coach Mike.
Well, he just knows when he's needed to score. I mean, the guy can hurt you in a lot of different ways, assisting, scoring, and defensively, he makes things tough for you as well.
He's a tall guard, also has that wide body, And he can guard multiple positions because of his height.
Tsaka ganda rin ng handles, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, lalo na if he catches the ball on the wing, you give him what? A couple of dribbles at the very least. He can attack you.
This time he goes perfect from the charity stripe. Lead back up to 15. Ramirez gets away from the pressure D in the backcourt. Tutoy has it against Heruta. Darang. The lefty against Mark Cruz. Robbie hooks a pass. Gabawan
Nice
finds
pass.
Alex Ramos underneath.
Though those plays have been few and far in between para dito sa Bataan, and they gotta get a string in order to get to a big run before the end of the half.
Two-man game between the Ant-Man and Larry Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets inside. Gets fouled there by Rinwell Yambing.
Larry Rodriguez got checked a lot of times there. See that pass inside by Robbie Darang, ending up to that dump inside to Alex Cruz.
That's our play of the game, brought to you by 1xBet. Hockey assist coming from Robbie Darang, and then Jamil Gabawan delivering another great find. Gabawan has 4 assists in this game.
Under 5 minutes remaining, down 13, you gotta make a run towards the end of the half so that a little bit manageable when you get to the second half.
Gabawan sees Ramirez ahead of the pack. Tutoy Ramirez! Sorry, miss on the break.
And they get a foul. Double black eye there for Bataan Risers.
Yan lang talaga yung mahirap dito.
Oo.
Matigas ang
Matigas
mga
ang ring. Oo, matigas ang ring. Right.
Kailangan saktong-sakto. But what a pass by Jamil Gabawan. Could have gotten his 5th assist of the game.
Walang awa, no? Yung
Wala.
ring, matigas talaga.
Kailangan sakto talaga.
Oo, saktong-sakto talaga.
Kyle Tolentino has made a living from the free throw line here in the second quarter. He's missed another one.
Considering that this is a tough goal to get the ball in, medyo mataas ng percentage ng shooting ng dalawang teams.
Bataan shooting 47%. Gensan shooting 68%.
Yep.
Ives Sazon falling away against Aaron Heruta. 6 points in the game. Ives Sazon actually playing against his former coach in Elvis Tolentino in this game.
They didn't see Kyle, and Coach Elvis was a little bit disappointed because Sazon didn't see him.
Kosari got clipped there by Jamil Gabawan, and that's going to be number 3 on Jamil.
And that's more problems for the bigs of Bataan. You got Christian Scott to see this post up right here. Little Kobe-like movement from Sazon.
Beautiful play right there coming from the ex-Marikina gunner. Carl Bringas having to check in para kay Jamil Gabawan, who just picked up his 3rd personal foul. Babalik rin dito si JL Capulong. Kosari did not make them pay, missing on the first free throw.
One more. Mahirap nga talaga mga shoot dito.
Bataan slowly chipping away at this lead because of these missed free throws. Gensan has had a number of them, 8 out of 18 now. Ramirez couldn't get it to Capulong. Ping Masaglang steals the basketball.
Oh, yeah, we totally forgot about Masaglang. He's one good guy too.
Especially on the defensive end, and he has been a staple for this franchise. Good to see him back with his team.
Yes, I agree.
Heruta needs a teammate. Heruta gets it to Masaglang. Blocked. Shot clock did not reset. Kosari is not aware of it. At mapuputukan ng shot clock violation ang Gensan Warriors.
Unfortunate for Bataan. They would have had a run the other way. But thankfully, naputukan ng 24.
3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Bataan down by just 11 points.
Yeah, unti-unti lang, siya lang. Chip away. They're down only 11. Make this a single-digit deficit at the half.
Kapulong wants it against Kosari. Kosari wants some help from Apreku. He gets it. Kapulong forces it up. Bringas is fouled. The hoop and the harm for Carl Bringas.
Talk about power recovery right there. Ganda ng pagkakadapot sa kabila.
He was left with just smaller people in front of him because the help came already Kapulong's way.
Right, that's right. They were helping low side on that drive, on that post up by Kapulong, leaving the other side of the floor with just a smaller guard, and Bringas just went in and snuck in and got it and puts it in.
7 points in the game, a chance for 8 para kay Carl Bringas. He completes the 3-point play. Score is 43-35 now. From a high of 16, this is down to just 8. Ang alahati na dito ang Bataan.
They have now tied their biggest scoring run. Let's see how this goes.
Heruta with it, Jonicio. He can hit the 3. Masaglang goes down low to Tonton Bringas. Bringas forces the jumper. Jonicio saves it to Masaglang. Pretty play right there for Gensan. Quickly on the other side, Darang nagmamadali. Robbie Darang off the glass and in.
You gotta be mindful on where Robbie Darang is. You know, if he's on that left side of the floor, he's gonna foot race you until you burn your souls.
Second basket in the game. 4 na puntos para kay Robbie Darang. Jonicio for 3. That one's long. Sazon has Bringas ahead. He has Darang on the left. Darang changes hands. Darang, no! Ball is tapped. Picked up by Gensan.
You like the activity of Robbie Darang. Now you gotta go back here and get another stop.
Heruta, lazy pass out to Liu. Still a lot of time on their shot clock. Liu to Jonicio, fakes the 3. Jonicio goes inside. Liu, corner pocket shot. Straight, too strong. Liu gets his own miss. Liu almost travels. The steal by Darang. That's a foul against Aaron Heruta. Wow.
Yeah, wow, really. Action picking up here. Jonicio tried to save it. And that basket inside by Masaglang.
But then on the ensuing possession, Robbie Darang wasting no time getting to the rack, pulling up just below and kissing it off the glass.
And there are very few players who can go full speed and go on a full stop.
With a basketball.
With a basketball. It has to be Robbie.
Heruta will get a seat on the bench. Babalik si Mark Cruz para sa Gensan. Dom Vera setting it up here for the Risers. Kapulong reliving his matchup with Tonton Bringas. Kapulong drop step to the baseline. That one's short. Jonicio is ahead. He gets the pass. Jonicio with a reverse.
Kapulong has never had success in that post-up. Same look, dribble left hand, trying to look middle, spin baseline, the help comes, changes his shot.
Under a minute to play, Darang full speed ahead. Left hand finish is good para kay Robbie Darang.
Conversely, nobody has stopped Robbie Darang still on that left side of the floor.
6 points in the game, last 2 coming from that left-hand side. Tolentino forces it up. No good. Wild shot right there by Kyle Tolentino. About a 2-3 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Sazon goes quick. Sazon will miss.
Oh man, that was quick. Still giving Gensan a chance to set up the final say of the half.
6 seconds left. Cruz taking on Darang. Kicks it out. Bringas, he can hit that. Bringas knocks it down.
Didn't we just talk about that earlier? That medium range, high floating shot from the perimeter. That's textbook Bringas.
Both Bringas brothers have had that shot since they were in high school.
Oh, man.
Tonton Bringas, you leave him open from that area, he's gonna hit that often. Big shot to end the quarter. Also to restore order here for the Gensan Warriors. The Bataan Risers were slowly chipping away at that lead that they established. It's now still a double-digit advantage para sa kanila. It's at 10, 49-39 at the end of the first two quarters.
Lagi mong sinisiguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban.
You deflect those passes. You take them out of their rhythm even if they catch it, because those shots, just like this one, have been within the flow. And so if I pass it to you on the wing, it's automatically a rhythm shot that they're getting.
Mark Cruz starting off the third quarter just like he did the start of this game with a 3-point shot near the corner. Makes it a 13-point lead. There's a foul. JL Capulong starting alongside Bebes Sazon, Carl Bringas, Robbie Darang, and Dom Vera. This 3-point shot of the game brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Mark Cruz drilling his 11th point of the game.
Tsaka laking bagay nung I think the complexion of the game changed a little bit when Chris Javier went out. I mean, that's when everything started. It was pretty close up to that point. So it makes you wonder at what time in this half will Chris Javier be back.
The second free throw was a miss para kay Capulong, and it was tapped out of bounds in favor of the Warriors. Heruta starting alongside Janicio Tolentino, Rodriguez, and the Ant-Man Mark Cruz. For the start of things here in the third period, Heruta extricates himself from the defense and gets the basket and one.
And again, it really goes back to Robbie Darang, for the most part, has been on the grill of Heruta. But at a certain point, he got caught in that screen. He was late to recover, and Heruta was already on attack mode.
Heruta finishing through the contact. He has played a quality game tonight para kay Coach Elvis Tolentino. Lane violation against Gensan. It will be Bataan basketball. Heruta so far with 8 points and 6 assists sa laro na to.
Tsaka feeling ko sa Bataan, kailangan may one or a couple of players that should start scoring in streaks, because you don't know where those points are going to come from right now, and hopefully from this guy right here.
Dom Vera, who was scoreless from downtown in that game against Pangasinan, finally connecting on his first 3-point shot of the season here at the Bataan People's Center.
And hopefully that does good for his confidence. I mean, we all know that Dom Vera's got that range, and the manner by which he took that man, high off the glass.
10 points now in the game para kay Larry Rodriguez. Bataan turns it over. Heruta bounce pass quickly to Mark Cruz. Jonicio on the follow. No. Ball is up in the air. Cruz has it. Kicks it out to Rodriguez. Cruz with a hand in his face. Rims out. Sazon rejects the screen. Sazon, ball fake. Sazon to the cup. Gets fouled. He will go to the line for 2 shots.
Good decision by Yves Sasson, rejecting that left side without a help defense on that side of the floor. Defense got caught up.
Not even sure if this was intended by Larry Rodriguez. He even looked at his hand after the shot.
There are those days. Parang parang big ocean yung yung
Free throws have not been very kind to both squads in this game. Sazon, 6 points so far sa laro na to. 1 out of 2 on that trip. 10 out of 15 now for the Risers as a team. While Gensan is shooting 8 out of 18. 57 to 44. The biggest lead of the game for the Warriors was 16. Cruz waiting for the offense to develop here for the Warriors. Haruta catches it on the left side. Shot clock at 6. Joniso fakes the 3. Goes to Tolentino. Corner shot, wala. The tap goes to Joniso.
But Robbie Durant trying to tip that ball over so they could get it.
Rodriguez once again wide open. This time it is short. And there's a foul. That's going to go against Marvin Joniso.
They're saying it's over and back. Or over the back of Robbie Durant. That one's tough.
You were looking for Chris Javier, coach. He will now check back into the game.
Okay.
Along with Hubert Gani.
That's a good combo right there to put in. Little veteran leadership on the floor to try and settle down everybody.
Jeff Santos also back in the game. Hubert Gani and Chris Javier were 2 of their biggest acquisitions in the offseason, along with Renwil Yaping, who is also set to check in at the next dead ball. 13 ang hinahabol dito ng Risers. Bringas sets the screen. Carl drives past Joniso. Carl with a reverse. Pretty finish at the basket for Carl Bringas.
Wow, where did that shot come from? He was in real deep. Had to contort the body to finish it.
10 points in the game para sa kanya. What about Carl Bringas? Did not even average close to double figures last year. And he is looking like a vital cog in the roster this season for the Risers.
And you're gonna want that if you're Bataan. Another guy that can score for you and produce.
Rodriguez kicks it out to Joniso. Marwin could not hit. And look who has that rebound. Carl Bringas coloring rebound number 8. Javier going to work early. Short. Santos gets to it. Marami pang oras sa shot clock nitong Bataan. 11 to be exact. Javier leaves it for Bringas. Can he hit that 3? That's way short. Rebound to Larry Rodriguez. Tolentino loses it. Bataan completes the steal. Javier has good position against Rodriguez. Trying to get it to Bringas. I think he had a shot there.
Gotta go in there and finish that. Well, Chris got tempted because he saw was that Bringas? I was curling under.
But take a look at this reverse. This play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet. Pretty finish at the basket para kay Carl Bringas.
Ibang klase yung tapos na yun.
10 points, 8 rebounds in the game for Mr. Bringas. Not at all related to RV and Tonton, by the way.
Yeah, I thought there was a broadcast. I thought they were all three brothers, right?
Joniso guarded by Minus. Mpbl had his moments in the first half. He's back in the game. Joniso leaves it for Tonton Bringas. Bringas fumbles the lane. And that's Bataan basketball.
Buti na lang nandun si Chris Javier to try and battle for that rebound. That would have been an easy putback considering that Bringas was there underneath.
Amar Kosari checking back in for Coach Elvis Tolentino.
They've gotten quality minutes from Kosari too.
Santos bringing it down against Joel Liu. That's a tough cover. Minus to Javier. Yambing at pass a little behind para kay Chris Javier.
He thought Chris was gonna pop out. Instead, he was rolling downhill.
Eloy Tan calls out the play. Kosari sets the screen. Bringas missing on that shot. Santos, his team down by 11. Minus.
Nice
fakes
fake.
out Bringas. Goes to the glass. That one's short.
Boy, those were very makeable finishes for Mitchell Minus from last year. Still couldn't catch a good rhythm here.
Yambing tried to gamble on the steal there. Was called for the foul instead. 3 minutes and 38 remaining here in the third quarter. Gensan is already in the penalty.
Right. You gotta take advantage of that.
Instead, Bataan keeps on fouling. Trying to catch up with
right.
Gensan.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Tambiling against Yambing. Tambiling manages to get away, drops it off to Kosari, and Kosari finishes the deuce.
Well, they were able to beat the help defense of Chris Javier. Nobody rotated on the other side as a recovery defense, and so they got broken down.
13 muli ang kalamangan dito ng Gensan. Kani turns the corner. Bounce pass to Javier. Javier to Yambing. Yambing short. Couldn't get to his own miss. Liu puts on the brakes and says, let's set things up. They're up by 13 points, 59 to 46. Eloy Tan, mid-range jumper, no good. Minus now pushing here for Bataan. Minus scoops it up and in. That will count. Mitchell Minus.
Talk about not giving up. Look at that move.
Gets the bump on Eloy Tan. Just keeps going and going.
Yeah, as soon as he heard that whistle blow, he's gonna scoop it in.
He just kept his balance all throughout that play.
Right.
And now a chance for one more at the free throw line. Could not complete the three-point play. Nobody stopping the basketball. Liu goes all the way to the cup.
Nobody went after Joel Liu right there. The foot race definitely won by Joel Liu and the finish.
7 points sa laro na to para kay Joel Liu. Minus. In and out against Kosari. The spin, the fake. Kosari blocked that shot. Javier gets to the miss. A push on Tonton Bringas. That's going to mean free throws for Chris Javier.
Struggle's been real for Bataan on field goal shooting.
And so has the free throws coach.
Right.
I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the Mpbl. Chris Javier missing on the first free throw. Bataan now 10 out of 18.
Crucial free throws that they gonna make here.
2 points, 2 rebounds in the game. Ooh, 0 out of 2 for Chris Javier.